Hi, my name is Mary Hemsworth. I'm with Caterer.com, and I'm delighted to be speaking to Giuliana from Hospitality Action today. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, Mary. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. We're delighted to be involved with Back in Business this year. It's just such a brilliant idea. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, absolutely. So the Back in Business Tour, it's our third virtual challenge. You might remember last year we went to Hell and Back, which was an absolutely huge, phenomenal success, and it reflected the mood of the nation because thanks to the pandemic, we'd all been to hell, but we were all coming back again. Now we are thankfully back in business. Hospitality is buzzing, restaurants, hotels, everywhere you name it. People are desperate to get out, especially when the weather is so nice and sunny. But sadly, a lot of venues haven't been so successful and they haven't survived the pandemic. And so all of the staff and all of the individuals who are working there, they've also gone through incredible tough times and they continue to do so. So this was the idea of our Back in Business Tour this year. We want to celebrate hospitality, all of the venues that we missed, and we'll actually be circumnavigating the globe virtually as part of our challenge this year, stopping off in all of our favourite hot spots, visiting Naples for pizza and Japan for sashimi, all the way down to South Africa and South America, stopping off at the Guinness Brewery in Dublin.
I was amazed. I was amazed at how many of the places I'd actually personally been to. I was like, oh yeah, I could do this again, but for real. So one of the ones that I thought was really good was the steak in Argentina. I thought that was great. And the champagne in Reims, I thought, oh yeah.
Exactly, and we've been very lucky. Tattinger, they've kindly supported the event for a number of years as well, so that we had to include Tattinger and Reims in our little loop. So it would have been remiss of us if we hadn't.
Well, as I'm from Dublin, I'm very delighted that you're doing Guinness as well, because that's important.
I love that we've got Las Vegas in there, Caesar's Palace. I can't wait to stop off at that one.
Tick that box, yes, please. So you've upped the stakes this year. Last year it was 30,000 kilometers. This year it's 50. It's like, ooh, big target.
It is a big target. It's 50,000 miles. The challenge is between the 10th to the 20th of June. So we've got 10 days to do it. We're gathering as many teams as we possibly can, as many participants as we possibly can as well. Last year we had over 1,000 participants to help us achieve our 30,000 miles. But you know what, Mary? Last year we actually did 36,000 miles. Everybody really pulled together to help us to exceed the target. So we thought we won't go for 40, we'll go to 50, because we know what hospitality people are like. They have a target in mind.
Yeah.
Competitive bunch will be able to do it.
Going to be amazing. And I mean, the astonishing thing is that To Hell and Back raised over £180,000, which is a phenomenal sum of money. So what's the goal this year?
Well, do you know, recently we held our Back to the Floor event here in London, which Caterer.com also kindly supported.
Yes.
And that raised a record-breaking £250,000. So we would like to try to beat that, because unfortunately, whilst that's a huge sum of money, it doesn't cover what we spend in a year, in even a few months really, to support the industry. So if we could beat the £250,000, we would be absolutely thrilled, over the moon.
That's incredible. And what are you spending, these sums of money on?
Oh my gosh, anything and everything that people come to us for in hospitality, and they might need support and assistance. Just off the top of my mind now, because we're coming into the summertime, school uniforms for children, families who have got small children and they can't afford things like school uniform, we'll be supplying those. But it's honestly just basic things like food and fuel, rents, the necessities. Everybody is suffering at the minute, paying for their fuel bills especially. So those are the kind of things that we're coming to, the basics that you and I might take for granted, just to help people to survive day by day.
That's just amazing. How many teams have registered so far? How many people, do you know?
We've got 18 official teams, but there are lots of teams behind the scenes that are setting up their maps and their images and their logos. The Pig, they're going to be joining our challenge. They were a huge success last year.
They were. I was going to ask if they joined, because they were so good.
they're just in the middle of joining. Last year they did a route between all of their different properties, and they raised in total at the end around £40,000. So yeah, they're back on board for this year, which we're really happy about as well.
And they were amazing. I remember them very vividly last year. So how can people register? How can they get involved?
Oh, it's so easy. You could just log on to hospitalityaction.org.uk. There's a link there that takes you directly to the challenge microsite, and there's a big red button and it just says join challenge. So you just join the challenge.
That is really easy. And what are you going to be doing personally?
Walking.
Very good. Yes.
We have a HA head office team as well, and we've all set ourselves a target as well. So this year I'll be walking. One of my colleagues, she has a dog, so she'll be doing lots of dog walking. But you can do anything: run, cycle, swim, wheel, pogo, whatever you do.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you absolutely every success in the world with this one. I'm sure it's going to be just as brilliant, way past last year's. And it's been fantastic to talk to you again, Giuliana. I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You take care.